Hey guys, Candice Betty here. Today we're starting part 2 of the How to Get Clear Skin series, and today we're talking about diet, specifically tracking our diet so that we can learn exactly what our food triggers are. It sounds like a lot of work, but I promise you it is simple. It takes a little bit of time, but it is totally worth it. So stick with me and we're going to discuss a food diary and eliminating common triggers from your diet for a little bit so that you can reintroduce them and have it be really clear what triggers your breakouts. If you haven't yet downloaded the free acne checklist that I have a link to in the description, you're going to want to do that. And I have another resource for free for you, which is a food diary, and we're going to discuss how to use that in this video. So diet really plays a big role in how much your skin breaks out. What we're going to do is try removing some of the common triggers and replacing them with healthy skin alternatives just temporarily in your diet so that we can give your system a chance to reset. Our goal is to really give enough time without any potential allergens for your immune system to calm down and then to reintroduce each food individually so that it's very clear to you which ones are an issue for your body in particular. So everyone's body reacts differently, and we can have a list of potential triggers, but you might be able to eat some of those and you don't want to have to avoid those for years or the rest of your life. So if you do this exercise, it is something that you can do to learn about yourself so you can actually have more freedom. And even if you do identify triggers, say one of my triggers is dairy. If I identify milk as a trigger for me, that doesn't mean that I can't eat milk or drink milk for the rest of my life. I can just know that gives me the power to choose, okay, well, I know if I drink this milk, it's going to make me break out. Am I okay with that right now? Yes or no? And if it's a different time, if it's before a big event, I can maybe choose not to. If there's nothing going on and we're in quarantine, then hey, bring it on. So that just gives me more power in choice and knowledge. So that is our goal here. So using the food diary really makes sense after you've eliminated some of the common triggers. And when we're reintroducing them, we want to, first of all, track, if our symptoms are getting better, if we're getting less acne over that initial 2 to 3 weeks where we're just substituting other things like healthy carbs, like sweet potatoes, healthy fats, and healthy lean proteins so that we can kind of track how long it takes our system to reset. And then once we introduce those new foods, when our system is reset, we're not getting new acne, it'll be really clear to us. Like, bam, I reintroduced milk and it's like 2 days later, I've got a big zit. So that kind of thing can be very useful because there will be several things that we'll go through. And I'm going to tell you in just a second what the most common triggers are. But if we're keeping track of that in a simple spreadsheet, it can be a simple way to make something that can be complicated really manageable and really simple. So the food diary that I use, that I made for myself, is called the Rosacea Food Diary. Don't let that faze you. You can use it for acne, rosacea, whatever you like. It's basically just a simple spreadsheet to track what you're eating and how your skin is doing, how you're feeling. So once you have that, you're going to want to plan your meals around avoiding the most common triggers. So those are things like eggs, peanuts, tree nuts, milk, like I mentioned, fish, shellfish, wheat, and soy. So those are the most common ones, and we'll start by just planning your meals to exclude that and just planning healthy alternatives and doing grocery shopping around those for a couple of weeks. May even be good for your waistline. But then we're going to reintroduce them one at a time. So every few days, you're going to reintroduce a new one, write down how you feel for that few days, and if you're getting any symptoms. The most common symptoms I want you to watch out for are digestive issues, skin issues, and headaches. Those are the most common things that you'll feel right away when you start eating something within a day or two. So give yourself the 2 to 3 weeks, allow your system to reset, keep a track or keep a journal and follow how your body resets, and then reintroduce your foods one at a time. And I promise you it will be information that you will use for the rest of your life. You'll know your body better and know yourself better so you can make better choices. Next up in this series is the second video in part 2. I can't keep track of how many, I think we're at video 11 coming up next. Is something you can add to your diet that helps with acne. It's all about fermented foods. There's a lot of different ones. A lot of them you can make yourself and they can be really fun. So make sure you're subscribed and I will see you in that video.